Hey guys, before we get into this video, I just want to say thanks so much for being here. Secondly, if you enjoy it, please leave a like. If you don't, leave a dislike and let me know what I can improve in the comments. Follow me on Twitter at CarsonNotFound, and yeah, let's just get right into this. I've been using the GoXLR for over a month now, and I really like it. I initially bought it so I'd have more control over my voice, and I have to say it's one of the best audio purchases I think I've made all year. The GoXLR has a ton of features and serves many purposes, so it's easy to get confused as to what it actually is, but essentially it's just an audio interface, a preamp, and a mixer all rolled into one. So if you're not sure what any of those three things are, I'll explain them now. Firstly, an audio interface just allows you to connect a professional microphone or instrument or other kind of signals to your computer, and it also allows you to output a variety of signals as well. Now, a preamp or preamplifier is just an electronic amplifier that converts a weak signal strong enough to be noise tolerant and strong enough for further processing. All microphones, whether they're dynamic or condenser, require a preamp, but it's particularly important to have a good preamp if you have a dynamic microphone like the Shure SM7B or my personal favorite, the Rode Procaster, because their output tends to be a lot lower, so you need to crank the gain to make them viable. And then lastly, audio mixers, which at their very base level just take two audio signals and merge them into one output. So for instance, you can have your microphone's audio and then your game audio, or maybe your Spotify playlist. All of these things kind of feed through the mixer, and then you can sort of send that as one output. And you can add things like compression or EQ, which basically means just adjusting the bass or treble in your voice, or noise gates. You can just fine tune your voice and your audio. It just allows for a lot more control. On the back, you'll see an XLR input for your microphone, a line in and a line out for dual PC streaming setups, another mic output for USB microphones such as the Blue Yeti, a headphone out, a USB Type-B connection that's used to connect the GoXLR to your PC, an optical output for consoles, and a DC in power jack that will physically power the device itself. On the right side, you'll see four knobs that will allow you to add reverb or echo, or change your pitch, or gender, which everyone's doing these days. And you'll also notice a few more effect buttons, like a megaphone, robot, hard tune, along with a bleep button and an effects button that allows you to toggle on and off these effects. Below, you'll see a sampler where you can either record or replay a soundbite, or you can load in a custom MP3 file through the GoXLR software. You'll also notice mute buttons at the bottom for each fader, as well as a large mute button that you can quickly press if someone comes in the room and you want to have a quick chat. If you're wondering how these effects sound, let's go take a quick look. First thing I'm going to do is show you guys the megaphone effect. So if I hit this megaphone button, it sounds like I'm talking through a megaphone, which is kind of cool. Make America great again. Oh, that's actually a pretty bad joke to make right now. I'm sorry. Then robot
makes your voice sound like a robot, which is kind of cool, I guess.
Hard tune.
I don't know what this one does, and I don't like it, so I don't use it, but some of you guys might enjoy it.
You have this echo knob here, so if you turn this, it adds a lot of echo. You can also change your gender, make your voice higher, make your voice lower. If you're a squeaker, that might be a good thing to have. If your teammates are like toxic and seeds, you can just make your voice sound lower.
This is adjusting your pitch.
So you can do some fun stuff with that. Finish it.
And then, yeah, this is reverb, which basically just makes it sound like you're talking in a Coliseum. Kind of cool. You also have the signature bleep button here, so basically if you wanted to swear, you could just say something like, oh, this is stupid. Yeah, it's kind of cool. My favorite thing about the GoXLR is actually the sampler here. So for instance, what I've done, actually I'll just go to a new channel here. So right now I have a blank sampler, and in the software, we're under the sampler tab. We can basically do one of two things. We can record our voice and play it back. So this is me recording my voice, and we're going to hear this on the playback. So now I just recorded my voice by double tapping, and if I hit it once, this is me recording my voice, and we're going to hear this on the playback. So we can hear that. That's pretty cool. Another thing you can do is add custom sound bites from anything, so songs or sound effects. And you do that just by adding in the MP3 file. So for instance, I have a couple of Keemstar sound bites here. So this is my favorite one. We'll open this one up. And now what we can do is we can see that, well, what I've actually done is I've added this into the top left. So it's going to play my recording and then the Keemstar one.
I'm on Blog TV with my hands up.
And then if I hit it again, it'll play the first one. This is me recording my voice, and we're going to hear this on the playback. But what I can also do is I can assign those sound bites to different buttons. So let's say I wanted the Keemstar one on the bottom right. I just click that one and then add the the soundbite there. And
this, I'm on Blog TV with my hands up.
classic. All right, so hopefully that gave you guys an idea of how this stuff works. And then over here, these 4 sliders, I should just mention they control my mic volume, system audio, music, my Spotify. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You get a lot of hands-on customization with this stuff, which makes it ideal for Twitch streamers. The software is a big part of the GoXLR. It's where you're going to EQ and add things like compression and noise gate, which will certainly come in handy if you live in an untreated room or an untreated environment, kind of like myself. And one of the biggest benefits of the GoXLR is that it takes the burden of processing off of your computer. Yes, you adjust all of your settings through the software, but the GoXLR is responsible for handling the workload, which makes the device a lot more appealing than, say, a software solution like Voicemeeter Banana, which in my experience has always been a buggy nightmare. The customization and control you get with the GoXLR definitely makes it ideal for streamers or even YouTubers such as myself. There's something to be said about only needing one device on your desk for all of your audio needs, especially one as sexy as the GoXLR. Now, I use the GoXLR with my Rode Procaster dynamic broadcasting microphone, and it works excellently, mainly because of the Midas preamp that the GoXLR uses. It's low noise and they're high quality preamps. I've played around with the EQ and I love how I sound at the moment, so I'm probably not going to change it anytime soon. And I have to give the developers some credit. They did a really great job with the interface. Adjusting everything is very intuitive and it's pretty hard to get confused in the GoXLR software. There's a few different lighting options you can use with the GoXLR, including a sleep mode, which basically powers off the device. And I noticed that there's no physical on or off button on the GoXLR, so I feel like the sleep mode was sort of introduced to combat that or compensate for it. And it's nice, but I would have definitely preferred a physical power on or off button, because there are instances where I have to start my computer just to get into the software and turn the lights off and then turn my computer off again. So a physical power button would have been more convenient, but it's a fairly minor detail. Another less small annoyance was the fact that the GoXLR didn't come with a USB Type A to Type B cable, which is used to connect the GoXLR to your computer. And that just seems weird to me that that wasn't included, especially given the price we paid. So I had to go out and get a new one, which was kind of annoying. For those of you wondering, it's basically just the same cable that you use to hook up a printer with. But yeah, it seems like something that should have been included, and I was kind of disappointed with that. I think it's worth noting that you can, in fact, go out and pick up higher quality preamps and better audio mixers that allow for a little bit more customization, but you do end up paying more, and again, you have all of these devices on your desk, and the quality of the GoXLR and the performance that you get out of it is going to be beyond sufficient for pretty much every Twitch streamer and every YouTuber. The only other scenario where you may not want to get the GoXLR is if you're doing like strictly music production, but if that's the case, you're probably not looking at the GoXLR to begin with. So I have no trouble recommending the GoXLR to anybody who's looking to get more control over their audio and their voice, and who just wants to maybe take Twitch or YouTube a little bit more serious. Also, it's great for people who just want something really sexy on their desk. I mean, look at this thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a... Hey guys, I had some issue with the outro, so I apologize, but it's just the same old outro stuff you hear 1,000 times. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.